companies are beginning to take a much harder look at the people and the companies they do business with. I think everybody's realized you can't do this alone. Much like a good marriage, you got to have a partnership.
If you look at what's going on a global basis, if we look at the supply chain issues that are out there, it's how do I maintain that competitiveness? How do I take advantage of it? And then how do I actually guard against somebody else essentially eating my lunch?
The dependency on suppliers is getting higher and higher. There was a number of suppliers that were in a distress situation in a DI environment over a number of years because of the economy. And that caused an increased attention on monitoring and managing supplier risk.
If you think about an OEM, they effectively are assemblers. So what they do is they put together all the parts that get built someplace else and by other companies. So when you look at the challenges in the build space, it's back to that, how do I create resiliency and agility in my supply chain? And how am I thinking about managing not only the costs in that supply chain, but the risks in that supply chain?
The impact from a perspective of DI is that the relationship between a manufacturer and a supplier, it needs to evolve to the next level. So there is a natural evolution of a typical, I would say, pressure-oriented relationship of an OEM and a supplier that's very cost-focused and to some extent controversial, to the next level that's very collaborative, very innovative, where IP is shared, where a manufacturer wants the supplier to succeed, because when the supplier succeeds, guess what? The OEM succeeds too.
As companies look at their suppliers, we know there's going to be more collaboration. I think that it will create some very interesting opportunities for suppliers in more developed countries to make the case that we should be your partner. We are the place where our intellectual property can be protected.
We're going from a stage of really supply chain intelligence and supply chain success to value chain success. And whoever manages to be successful in their value chain network, that's the one who's going to be successful in the long run.